Hey guys, I'm back.
Baby, make you love in the boy. Baby, make you kiss the boy. Baby, make you love in the boy. Baby, you fuck kiss the boy. Kiss the boy.
Okay, look, don't kill me, don't kill me. I know I came up missing out of nowhere. There's actually videos that I still have, I think, in the cloud somewhere that I didn't even edit and post. Life happened. Things got crazy, but I'm sorry. But I'm here to say, okay? I am here to say I'm about to be more consistent. I actually bought a backdrop, okay? I bought a backdrop to go with my lights. So y'all can't roast me no more in the description bar about me using like a blanket or something, whatever it was. I think I had like a cover or whatever, but look, got an actual backdrop now, okay? Okay? I came back. I'm here to say sorry. Sorry if any of y'all missed me. I'm sorry, okay? But I'm back today to do a tutorial on how to do your brows. This is not how everyone do their brows, but this is how Jamie does her brows, okay? Leah. Okay, this is me doing my brows. So if you are not comfortable with the products that I'm using, you are welcome to use, like, for example, they have the little blades on a stick if you want to use that, if you're more comfortable with that. That's what I used in the very beginning, starting off, but this is for someone that has skills with razors. So what you're going to need if you're planning to try to do your brows the way I do my brows, you're going to need some double-sided razor blades, which I got mine from my local beauty supply store, and they were $1.39, and this is pretty much what it looks like. I like to call them prison blades because that's, I guess, the ones that they stick in their mouth and hide underneath their tongue and stuff. These are it. Well, that's what they show in like videos and stuff. You'll also need you some great tweezers. So I got these from Sally's. So yeah, whatever tweezers you have that have a nice sharp point, you'll need those. You'll also need some sort of brow brush that, you know, is good for like applying brow gels and stuff like that. And then you will need an actual brow gel, which I don't see mine, so I have to go get it. But no reason for me showing it because the label wiped off and I have no clue what it is because my mother gave it to me. So yeah, those are the items that you're going to need. Mine is activated with water. Normally I use water and got to be glue, mix it together, and then mix it with the brow stuff so that it's like smudge resistant. But yeah, I'm going to go get that, and then we're going to just go ahead and I'm going to zoom in, and we're just going to jump straight into the brows.
Okay, so as you can see in this video, I just went ahead and brushed up my brows, and then I'm going to outline them so that I can make sure I have a stencil of where I need to cut and where I don't need to cut, because we do not want to jack up our brows. And I'm also going to go in after I get the outline with some black castor oil and some water, because you have to make sure that it's lubricated so that whenever you drag the blade across, you're not going to get razor burn and it's not going to cut you. So that is what you see me doing, putting on some black castor oil, and then I go in behind it with some water. So I like to use small strokes to cut my brows because I don't want to try to cut it all at once and then end up slicing my brow or, you know, harming myself. So I do small little strokes just so that I can make sure I get all the hair, and that you can see right there the hair that came off. And then I just reapply black castor oil and reapply water, and then I just go in, and you'll see me repeat this step a lot of times just so I can make sure I'm getting every little hair precisionally cut off. So with this, you do need to take some time with it. And I stress the point that you need to take your time, because you don't want to accidentally cut yourself or get razor burn, because razor burn is no fun. Okay, so I reapplied the oil and water, and now moving to my top brow. So with this, I move a little bit more quicker just because the hair up there isn't as thick as the hair on the bottom. But I do use the whole entire blade to get a nice crispy line, and then I end up wiping off the oil and water so that I can brush my brows up and then just clip the long hairs that are like longer than the normal hair, if that makes sense. But with this, you can use scissors. You don't have to use a blade. Okay, so after I have already clipped the top, I'm gonna brush my brows down and clip the bottom long hairs, and I'm gonna wipe off the excess oil and water that I have, if there's any left. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my tweezers, and then I'm gonna pluck all the hairs that I could not razor off. Rather they're ingrown or just short stubbles, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of those. And this is gonna be my final step on arching my eyebrows.
Okay, so I'm back. So this is what it looks like. And what I'm gonna do is get that same color that I used to stencil in my eyebrow. I'm gonna use that same color just to go ahead and fill them in, and then we'll be
Like I just mentioned, I do like to do baby strokes so that I can have hair-like lines, so it won't look so chunky and unrealistic. Like I want my brows to look like, hey, I grew these, okay? And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and then I'm gonna go in with a highlighter, a liquid highlighter, and then I'm gonna highlight underneath the brows and conceal them, and then just blend that out with this concealer brush, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I do take a good amount of time with this just because I want it to be very crispy cream, y'all. So I'm gonna repeat the same situation with the top. I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer, and then go over it with a little bit of highlighter, and these are both Mary Kay products, so I'll have the link in the description bar. And so yeah, here's after this, here's the finished product. But I want to go ahead and thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, or subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video because I'm going to be doing some wonderful eyeshadows since we already covered brows. Later.